Hurt people hurt people. Nobody's life is perfect. Growing up, even if we had the best circumstances, the best parents, the best caregivers, we still had some unpleasant experiences. And then we grew up as these adults who have this mixed bag of feelings and emotions, which range from anger, frustration, disappointment, depression, jealousy, to love, kindness, happiness, joy, and a lot of other emotions. But if in childhood the basic emotional needs of love, support, appreciation, kindness, care, comfort were not met, then these individuals grow up to be adults who display emotions more on the negative side of the spectrum. They still crave all the positive emotions because, as these beings, we want to experience positive, loving emotions, but they do not have the script to attract them or even handle them. So they might want to have this positivity in life, but they have no clue how to go about it. And even when they are able to manifest these relationships, when others extend these emotions of love, support, kindness to these individuals, they are still not able to hang on to these relationships. They are not able to reciprocate these emotions and eventually create scenarios where they end up hurting the other person and driving them away. Hurt people hurt people. Carl Jung said, if we don't make the unconscious conscious, it will run our life and we will call it fate. So, to make change possible, the first step is to become aware of this pattern. So, if we have these recurring patterns in our lives where we feel, why do I keep running into these relationships where I don't feel appreciated or loved, or I cannot attract these relationships where others love me, value me, why I can't feel fulfilled in my relationships, I crave intimacy but I keep pushing it away. What is wrong with me? So that's the first step. We have become aware, conscious of the pattern. Once we are conscious, we can actively take steps to change it with the help of some tools. Now, these tools could be therapy, coaching, support groups, or mindfulness. We have to be conscious and present in these situations or events which drives these behaviors in us, and then actively take steps to change them. Now, this is not easy. It takes a lot of courage, time, patience, and a lot of repetitions, because that default script will take over from time to time. When we are in the midst of events, it's really hard to consciously be present and make a different choice than what we are programmed to do. But with a lot of effort and patience, we can make it happen. We can do it. All it takes is awareness and willingness to change. And it is worth it, because instead of operating from these negative patterns and repeating these negative loops in life, it's better to have this fullness of experience, this richness of experience in our lives. We can have real connection, real intimacy, and enhance the experience of our lives. One of the agreements in the book, The Four Agreements by Don Miguel Ruiz, is don't take anything personally. So, if we become aware of these negative patterns within us or within a loved one, then we can understand that we are not consciously trying to hurt the other person. It's just a script that we are familiar with. It's something that we also received growing up, and we don't know how to operate otherwise. So don't take it personally, but also at the same time, it does not excuse aggressive, violent behavior. So if you're in a situation where, although the other person might be doing it unconsciously, but if you feel there might be harm to you, you have to get out of that situation. We also have to have healthy boundaries where we are not putting ourselves in danger. First, get out of that situation, and then you can still help the other person from a distance. And if you see it within yourself, then don't engage in self flagellation and judgment. Know that it is something that you have brought to awareness, and with enough patience and effort, you can change it. Once we are able to recognize and change these patterns, we can heal ourselves, become empowered individuals, and have a better and an immersive experience in life. And then we can help support other people who are in the same boat, because we understand the script. And when we see it in the other person, we can help them along because we healed it in ourselves. That's why support groups are so important and so effective, because real people who have gone through similar changes help others. And it's easier to get inspired when you see that the individual in front of you has made it to the other side. So there is hope for you. There is that light at the end of tunnel for you as well. I'm going to leave you with this Buddhist quote. If you are holding a cup of coffee and someone bumps into you and you spill the coffee, and I ask you, why did you spill the coffee? And you say, that's because the other person bumped into me. Well, that's not the correct answer. The right answer is you spilled coffee because that's what you had in your cup. Had it been tea or water, that's what you would have spilled. So we can only give others what we have within ourselves, whether it's anger, disappointment, hatred, hurt, or joy, happiness, kindness. Whatever we have within us will spill forth. Let's become aware of what it is we are holding in our cups. And it's not about self judgment or beating ourselves up. It's more about becoming conscious and aware of what it is that we have. And if we don't like it, if we would prefer something else, then with enough time and effort, we can make change and choose something that serves us. Thank you for watching.